turn right here.
And I've been saying this is long overdue. And I ain't telling you it ain't gonna hurt to stay in his words. So you better kick that butt to the curb. I'll pack up your bags, I'll send him your keys. I'll call him myself, say, sir, you're dead to me. He's only a man, it ain't that deep. It's time to leave.
Hold right here. Get ready for the chorus. Tell that boy to lose. You've been a little too patient. I wanna punch his face in. So get going and get on it. Whoa. I'll pack up your bags, I'll send him your keys. I'll call him myself, say, sir, you're dead to me. He's only a man, it ain't that deep. It's time to leave. And I'm on your street, getting girl. Get your finance at the door. Getting girl. Dance it out. Hey. All right. Hey guys, what's up? It's Angela from REFIT, and today I'm solo because you and I are going to encounter a little personal tutorial session for today's song, which is Meghan Trainor's new release, Get In Girl. And I wanted to explain a little bit about what you're seeing here today. Normally, you see content that we provide to you guys that you can use to work out to at home, or for some of our REFIT instructors for you to use in your classes. But today this song is a little bit different, and so we're treating this content a little bit different. We are going to be learning the song together. I'm going to be breaking down the moves, and then we're going to put it all together for this very fun sort of TikTok adjacent dance, if you will, that you will find super fun, super challenging to learn, but also you'll feel a great sense of accomplishment once you get to the end of it. So let me explain just a little bit. Meghan Trainor released a song called Get In Girl, and if you head over to her social media account, you'll see that she also released some associated content with that, a dance, if you will, choreography, if you will. Meghan Trainor loves TikTok, and she actually creates and uses and distributes a lot of TikTok flavored dances. And so she, of course, had her own little bop for this song, Get In Girl. And so what we wanted to do was honor both the creator of the song, but the creator of those specific movements, and try to put it into a REFIT package. Now, here's what I want to say to you. The moves are intentionally more complicated because they are a derivative of Meghan Trainor's original choreography. And so rather than simplifying it so that you can use it in your REFIT classes or in your at-home workouts, this is just something fun. This is just an opportunity for your brain to try something new. Your brain can grow and develop in terms of memorizing choreography, but do it in a way that is comfortable to you in the convenience of your own home or wherever you're watching this video, and it should at the minimum make you feel like a pop star, okay? So we are going to break down the movements and then we'll put it together with the song. Now, refit instructors, here's what I would say to you guys. This is not choreography that I would bring and deliver to your class for them to learn in the moment. I would actually use this video, send it to your class members, send it to your community members, have them become familiar with the moves before you try it in your class. Or another idea would be to keep this sort of special song to use after class where you're all learning it together, you're breaking it down together for a fun little community moment. I do think this is a little too complex for new participants to encounter. I mean, it's a little more difficult to cue because it's sort of fast-paced, as is traditional and true for a lot of TikTok-based movements, but it's still fun nonetheless. You can also take the choreography, simplify it, make it your own to deliver into your refit classes. But let's go ahead for today's purpose, get started with the tutorial for Get In Girl by Meghan Trainor. Again, as a reminder, we are using movements that Meghan came up with for this song, and so you're going to see those movements come into the chorus. Now, it is more complicated in the chorus, so what I wanted to do was in the verses, I wanted to keep it so simple so that your brain isn't having to work so much. We do want the body to be engaged and to have full movements when delivering or presenting the choreography or participating in the choreography. So let's go ahead and get started. Whenever the verse starts, it's a very simple hip shake, and you're going to do that for 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we always want to get as many body parts involved, and so it's not relegated to the hip alone. And so we're going to bring our hands up, chest level, fingertips are wide open, and as we pop the hip 4 times, we're actually going to spread those hands apart and come into a down and out position. So when you put that together, it goes like this: 4, 3, 2, 1. The beauty of this movement is that it's sassy because of the hip, but it's sharp because of where we end with that movement. So really make sure that you pop those hands into place. So after we do that, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're simply going to move that direction for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're here and you're ready to go positionally with the opposite leg, and we'll do that again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Center up, and again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the first verse is a little long, so you can choose to stay here, traveling to the side. If you want to add some interest, you can do a pivot turn at that point. So what that looks like is 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Pivot turns should be used infrequently. You don't want anyone to fall down or get too dizzy, and because there's multiple of them in a row in the first verse, I wouldn't recommend a pivot turn every time you travel side to side. Build into it, or you can alternate pivoting to one side, walking side to side the other time. Okay, there's also a second part of the verse, and that part, again, to keep it simple, it's really, we're going to mimic the claps that we hear in the song, and you're going to step to the side and then implement those claps. So it's step, clap, clap, step, clap, step, clap, clap, step, clap. And on that last clap, you're going to go ahead and bring it down and turn it to the other side. 1, clap, 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 1, clap, clap, clap. Bring it to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, there is a little pre-instrumental part to the chorus that you can choose at this point to stay into the side claps or get yourself positioned for the chorus. It's sort of like a, 1 second of music that you can fill with continuing in the choreography or pulling yourself back to center to prep for the chorus. And the chorus is where you're going to see those TikTok moves come in. Okay, so the chorus says, get in, get in, get in, girl. Okay? So when she says that, we're going to mimic the moves by bringing our hands up to the shoulder, and then we're going to reach out and say, get in turning to the side, and then walking it back, 2, 3, 4. All right? Now we have to do the same thing and travel in the opposite direction. So it's shoulder, shoulder, get in, girl, 4, 3, 2. Again, get in, get in, get in, girl, 4, 3. One more, shoulder, shoulder, invitation, walk it back. Now, let's break that down before we move forward. Showing you from the side is simply shoulder tap, shoulder tap. And then it literally is an invitation, like get in the car. That's the move that we're trying to make. So when we rotate at the elbow, then we're then going to bring the arm forward. If you had someone in front of you, this is the fun moment that you would place their hand on their shoulder and you guys would walk it back. And as you're walking it back, we want to see the shoulders move. We want that to be very sassy. Meghan Trainor is always very sassy with her moves, and so we want to meet the moment with our own level of sass, okay? One thing I want to say, right versus left. Which one do you, arms up or down? How do I know when to invite someone and which way to walk it back? And it is always right, always left. This is where the TikTok novelty and the desire to use that TikTok movement or those TikTok movements in a fitness class, there's a clash there, okay? TikTokers are not interested in making sure that every move starts on the right or occurs equally on both sides. So this is where we have to keep freedom in a framework, okay? So what I would say, an easy way to think about this is no matter how far you've traveled to the right or the left, pick a side and just start there every time. Yes, you might get off center. You might be too far stage left or stage right. It doesn't matter. I think consistency in which shoulder you tap first and which direction you turn first is what will win the game. So for today, I'm always going to try to remember to start on the same side. So that's going to be my right, left, right, okay? Right, left, get in, and then I'm going to walk it back. So no matter where I am on this stage, and no matter what feels most natural, I'm always going to try to start on that right side, just to help keep it simple. We've got so many arms going, we've got an invitation, and then we have a turn. All of that can get really confusing for you and your participants or you at home if you're trying to figure out which hand to start. So I would say always start on the right. Another rule of thumb that might work best here, does it matter? Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, you just know you're going to touch your shoulders twice. You're going to reach for an invitation. You're going to bring your arm forward, and then you're going to walk it back, okay? Freedom within a framework. However, that is not all of the chorus. Again, TikTok dances, they look easy. They are actually very hard to learn. So there's one additional part of the chorus. This part is the dancing part. You'll hear it. You'll hear that actual lyric in the song itself. So you're going to rap and step down, rap and step down, okay? So wrap your head, step, wrap your head, step. One of each. Then you're going to disco roll. You're going to point and down. And that will line up perfectly with the song. I will say, for today, this is currently my left and your right. This is currently my right and your left. And because I have not yet learned it in a way that allows me to flip it, I'm just going to do it to my right, which is going to be your left, which might be confusing, but you can like flip this video and watch it that way if you want to help. So let me show you what that looks like. We're going to step, tap, disco, roll, point, point. Let me do that one more time. Rap, step, disco, disco, point, down. Once you point down, you're going to get ready to go right back into the shoulder, shoulder, invite, turn, walk it back. Those are the only moves for the song. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. Can't wait to see you try it at home. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you love it.